I am here at Voltari Boats, and this is an all-electric boat, okay? Now, this is Tim from Voltari. How you doing, Tim?
Hey, good job.
So, electric boats, okay? I've seen some electric boats before, but they're these like dinky little dinghies. They look like junk. This right here, guys, this is a legit boat. Tim, can you tell me about the boat a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Voltari design engineers, manufactures all our powertrains and batteries and hulls from scratch. It's 700 horsepower, 1,000 pound-feet of torque, and we just set out to
I'm sorry, did you say 700 horsepower?
740 to be exact.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It does 60 miles an hour, and we're boaters first. So for us, it was really about seeing the electrification movement in automotive. So we really wanted to give, performance boat enthusiasts a comparable product. So here we are in Miami. It's a 24-degree deep V dead rise hull, so it's designed to take some big water. And if you're in a smaller inland lake and everybody's got wakeboard boats, well, you can cut through with ease, nice and comfortable. It is designed to be comparable to how somebody would use a 26-foot center console from a range perspective. So a full day's use, running out to the sandbar, to running out to the restaurant.
Okay, so you got a full day of conservative use, and then if you want to get up and go, you can launch this thing. It's got the speed.
Well, and the acceleration second to none. There's no combustion boat that can get out off the hole as quick as this, and mid-range acceleration's awesome.
That's incredible. So this drive looks just like a regular IO, but you said this was a military spec drive?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Conrad actually service interval at 1,000 hours, and it's very, very robust. It's actually incredible because of our high torque. We're doing 1,000 pound-feet of torque, so it's important to have a drive that can handle that.
That electric just delivers the torque on demand.
Yeah, and we can control the torque curve with a computer, to be quite honest, but we want to get our customers the most out of the boat, so we decided to partner with Conrad. So this is all standard. There's no sort of bait and switch here. Ultimately, what you see on the boat's what comes with it standard. So the customized sea deck by David Weiss, all David Weiss designed in terms of the Man Ray inspired T-top. The entire boat's carbon fiber through and through, down to the stringers. We also standard use Alcantara material. So for the first time ever, you could have a dark interior on a boat because it's heat dissipating. And it's all hand stitched on site at Fort Voltari. We've got some 4th generation craftsmen that work with us on site, and custom embroidery throughout.
Yeah, the black's beautiful, but I would normally think that would get so hot you can't even sit on it.
Exactly.
You said what's a special?
Yeah, it's Alcantara.
Okay.
Yeah,
never heard of that.
Rolls-Royce does it. There's a couple of high-end car manufacturers that do it as options, and we do it standard in our boats because if you think about buying a nice sports car, most people want a black or dark interior with it, and you can't do that in a boat because you'll sit down and vinyl gets very sweaty, clammy, and hot, and Alcantara doesn't.
Now you can.
Very comfortable. It actually feels like suede. In terms of the helm, we wanted to give the customer a really pleasurable experience, so we partnered with Garmin, and we fully customized all of the screens, so there's Voltari branding throughout, and our proprietary technology in terms of running the powertrain comes through the Garmin. So if nobody's ever driven an electric boat, you can jump in this boat and it's as simple as using a Garmin touchscreen to run the whole thing. We use a Nardi steering wheel out of Italy for all our boats. 79% of the world's Ferraris have Nardis. We don't have the word electric written anywhere on the boat because for us, we just set out to build a better boat. And by the way, it happens to be electric.
The boat looks beautiful. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, man. We'll see you on the water.
Great, thanks.
I love going out paddleboarding, but if I go out for a really long time, my arms get tired. It would be really cool if I could use my legs because those are the most powerful muscles in your body. Well, Red Shark Bikes has a solution. This is David from Red Shark Bikes. David, how you doing, man?
Good.
So, dude, I was just walking by here at the show and I literally see a bike strapped to a paddleboard. Please tell me about this.
That's exactly what it is. This is our Enjoy model. The bike itself it has a propeller-driven system, a screw system. So one time around on the gears, it's 10 times around the propeller underneath you.
Wow, so go ahead, spin that.
Yeah.
10 to 1, so one turn of the pedals, you got 10 rotations on that propeller.
Right. Not only that, you can adjust that propeller, you can get different pitches on it. We have all different propellers that come with it, depending on what kind of resistance you want in the water, depends how fast you're gonna be going.
Okay, so I can go faster or I go slower with more torque. So like if I put all my dive gear on here and I had this thing loaded out, man, I could just crank through.
Oh, absolutely. It's a little bit wider than your normal paddleboard, so the stability's there. And not only that, we have a keel like a sailboat does to keep you from side to side movement. And that's a pretty long keel in there. This is adjustable as well, so depending on how aggressive you want to make your turns, there's 3 different levels you can do that for. And if you just don't want a bike today, you can pull this bike right off and use it as a stand-up paddleboard. We have these D-rings on the deck here. We also have the kayak seats for them, and so you can use it as a kayak. And the coolest part about it, since it is inflatable, it all rolls up into this bag.
So you could throw this in a small car, roll out to the bay, roll out to the ocean,
Absolutely.
and just cruise, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome.
Thank
okay,
you.
so the steering. Show me the steering.
The steering is where your keel is too.
So just like a bicycle.
Just like a bicycle.
Man,
Yes.
I really appreciate you
Hey,
showing us
thank
the
you.
boards.
All right.
Hopefully we can get it out in the water sometime.
Okay, come see
All
me.
right.
Bye.
This boat is really sweet. This is a SeaDoo Switch made by the same company that makes the jet skis, SeaDoo. And look at the steering wheel. It doesn't have a steering wheel. It steers just like a jet ski here. It's got a jet drive in it, and it's got a big open deck on it. And the deck is like totally modular, so you can click in all the seating. You can take it out. You can set it up for wakeboarding. You can set it up for diving, fishing, or you can set it all in with the couches and just hang out in here. This boat is sweet. Guys, check out this Waverunner. This is the SeaDoo Fish Pro. It's made specifically for fishers and offshore fishers. So it's got a pop-up swivel seat here so you can sit and fish 360 all around the boat. It's got the built-in cooler holders, rod holders all over this thing. And in the front here, it even has a live well. This is amazing. It's got all the features of a fishing boat all packed into this little jet ski, which you can run around anywhere with. It's so awesome. Look at this. This is a portable airplane that can go on the back of your yacht. So the wings on this airplane actually fold up and it goes on the back of really big yachts. Now check this out in here. It's actually a two-seater. Look inside of here. Look how compact it is. It's like sitting inside of a little car. It's really sweet, and it's got one engine and propeller in the back here. And believe it or not, this thing can land on the ground with wheels, but it can also land right in the water. So this is perfect to go and bring with the yacht. This is crazy. Okay guys, we are outdoors and on the water a lot in Florida, and a couple things about that: it's really hot, you gotta drink a lot of water, and you have to be able to power all your cool cameras and stuff. Well, this company, Ecoflow Delta, has all those problems solved because they have battery powered coolers, refrigerators, battery powered ice maker, battery powered air conditioner that's like really cold, it works really nice, and then a whole line of battery powered generators. This is Jim. Good to meet you, Jim.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
All right, man. Seriously, a battery powered air conditioner? I didn't know you could do that.
It's an air conditioner that does both heating and cooling all at the same time.
Wait, so this is heating and cooling?
Right. This one comes with 1 kilowatt unit, 1 kilowatt hour of battery.
1 kilowatt hour?
Yeah,
Okay.
which will run the unit for about 8 hours by itself. Perfect for your yacht lifestyle or just offshore for a couple of weeks.
And a tent, this would keep a tent really cold for a long time. A boat with a small cabin, that's awesome.
Well, this is also part of our new lineup. We got all the awards in the previous shows, and this refrigerator, a cooler, and an ice maker all in one right here. You can just put the water over here, and for the ice making, this gets you 18 cubes of ice within 12 minutes.
Wow, 12 minutes?
Yes, and easily take that away.
On the inside here, how much space do we have?
About 40 to 45 liters, and this is a 2-in-1 unit. You can have this board taken away to make it one with greater space.
So we got refrigerator, freezer, or we can take the divider out and make this one giant refrigerator, basically.
Yes, exactly. It comes with its own battery, about 300 watt hours, and it's actually less than 300 watt hours, so it's a smaller battery, no hazmat issues. You can power the unit for about 24 hours. So you can charge it by wall, by AC, and also with this board, you can charge it by the solar panel.
Oh, solar panels too.
So
okay.
if you
So
have-
you integrate solar panels in this, make it last longer, but otherwise this is gonna last you a solid day of boating.
Right.
Whole family, keep all the drinks nice and cold. For charging my phones, let's say I gotta run an air pump to inflate my paddleboard. What do I do?
We have the Delta series, which is come with bigger capacity and output and input. Go camping, overlanding, or RV. Those all the good units that you can work with.
Okay.
And for a standard Delta 2 here, it's also scalable with the extra batteries. So a standalone unit is about 1 kilowatt hours. You can have extra batteries for 1 kilowatt hours.
Now, what's the maximum amperage on this? Because I know sometimes air pumps, things like that, draw a lot. What are we talking here?
The maximum output for this one is 1,800 watts.
That's a solid 15 amps. That'll basically run anything that will plug into. Where's the plug, by the way? Because I see
It's right over here.
We got
These are the DCs over here.
Okay, those are all the electronics plugs, USB-C, USB.
USB-A, USB-C,
fast
super fast,
chargers,
100 watts.
Okay, charging
and
laptop.
in the back you have the ports. You got the 20 amps, got the 15 amps. Over here you got the AC. This is a proprietary charging inverter here, and also have the accessible solars.
Oh, so we can always expand, add the solars onto any of the products. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, hey, Jim, I really appreciate it, man. The products look incredible. I'd love to try them sometime.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You know, hopefully I'll see you out on the water. Nautical Ventures has the newest and the most epic water toys, and they have set up the Aqua Zone to demonstrate them. And this is basically a big, giant pool right at the boat show. When we arrived at the Aqua Zone, there was a professional flyboarder flying around in the Aqua Zone. The Flyboard is basically a platform that has two powerful water jets attached to the bottom of it. The board has a hose which connects down to a Waverunner. So the Waverunner actually powers the Flyboard and creates two powerful water rockets on the bottom of the board that the rider can divert into different directions and fly around just like Iron Man. The rider can take the Flyboard 70 feet in the air, and the rider can also take the Flyboard underwater and jet around like a torpedo under the water. It's really amazing. The Jetboard guy just got finished in there, and now they're gonna let me in. And the first thing I'm gonna try is this paddleboard here. But this is pretty sweet. Check this out. This is a paddleboard that is pedal powered. So you stand on it and you basically walk up and down like that, and it uses your leg power to move you forward instead of paddling. This is the Hobie Mirage Eclipse pedalboard, and as you pedal it, it pushes these fins underwater which propel you forward very efficiently. The board goes very fast, and it's very stable, and it's very easy to ride. I found this pedaling to be much easier than paddling like you would on a normal paddleboard. Now the steering is accomplished by this little lever on your right hand. The little lever turns a rudder underwater, which allows for steering that turns on a dime almost. It's real easy to steer and navigate with this board. And also the handlebar gives you a really good added stability. So you can hold onto that handlebar, and this board is really stable even in choppy waters. It's so much easier than paddling. Yeah. Next up is the Seabob, a personal water jet propulsion system. All right, first time on a Seabob. Here we go. Hopefully I don't crash it at the Miami Boat Show. The Seabob is an all-electric jet propulsion system that will allow you to zip around on the surface of the water at speeds up to 12 miles an hour, and will also allow you to dive down under the water like a submarine and go down to almost 130 feet deep. So the Seabob can be an awesome vehicle for snorkelers, freedivers, and scuba divers as well. The Seabob felt very fast yet very maneuverable, and it has these buttons here. You can shift it up and down to high and low speeds. The dashboard shows your speed, and some models are equipped with a camera built into the front. I'm really excited to use the Seabob for diving, but also this thing is just pure fun. And for pure fun, Nautical Ventures also sells the YuJet electric surfboard. It has an electric jet motor that'll launch you up to a speed of 28 miles per hour. It's very stable and easy to ride, and the speed is controlled by this wireless throttle. Riding the YuJet feels like you're flying across the water. This is one of my favorite brands. This is Life League gear, Lobster League gear. And this is my good friend Vinny, who actually runs the company. Vinny.
Hey, how are you? What's up, Joe?
Vinny, how's it going, bro? Good to see you at the show, dude. So anyway, I love the products, but you have to show everyone, what are the coolest products you got for 2023?
All right, we got a lot of cool things going on, Joe. This year, the hottest products that we offer, Lobster League, are our new custom gloves. These were designed by me to be, you know, pretty much built the way I like it when I'm diving. Sturdy, padded, not too thick. You know, something that, you know, is comfortable underwater and also protects you.
Nice. So I know you're a South Florida guy like me. We grew up lobstering, all that stuff, and if you've ever got a lobster spine in your hand, dude, that can cause some serious infections.
Oh yeah, so. Lobster spine, we have the urchin, so I added a little pad in the front here.
So what's this made out of?
We have a Kevlar glove base. A lot of gloves are made out of Kevlar, so protect yourself from, you know, cutting, you know, when you're filleting a fish, when you're catching a lobster. We also have added pads here that protect you as well. Eels, anything in a hole.
Nice. All right, so the net here, we got the classic. We had the classic folding net. This one's been redesigned a little bit.
Yeah, we got version 2.
Okay, so guys, just so you know, this is not just any lobster net, right? You see this? Oh, do you think this is a basic net? No, absolutely not. Vinny, show us what this does. It folds up. So look at it. So if you get a lobster in there, boom, you close that and they're trapped, okay?
Got everything built in as well into your handle. So tickle stick net, like Joe said, the main feature of this, it's a folding net. No other net does that. Lobster goes in, it wants to try to get out. Now you just turn your wrist underwater, it closes. You can start surfacing if you're free diving without an extra step. Measuring gauge, also magnetic, built right into the handle.
Okay, guys, it's super important because if you get caught lobstering without this, you're going to be in trouble with the law. You have to have the gauge. Make sure you're taking the right size lobsters, not cheating.
Yeah, every area has its own legal requirements. Florida, we're at 3 inches right now on the carapace. New England and California, we're at 3 1/4. So you have both. Everybody also has their own laws for how you can catch a lobster, so always research that where you're lobstering.
Sick, man. Okay, now one of my other favorite products that we've already used in the water, the folding shears here. Show
These shears are awesome. Stainless rescue dive shears. I use them for cutting my lionfish right underwater so I don't get any venomous spines in me. They fold right up, both sides. You can clip them to your BC.
Look how small that is. That's
super sharp. You could cut, you know, a small penny with this thing, right through it. So
nice.
Very sharp, but this is sometimes better than a knife. If you're stuck or if you have an emergency, you know, a knife might not be able to get in there or it might cut you.
Yeah.
This is protective, you know, same thing, medical grade.
I agree. I think the
EMTs
shears are almost more useful than the knife is. It's safer and it's...
Me too, and it's my favorite thing now to have for safety. And all the first responders have been picking these up as well for outside the water. So lots of functions for these. Really happy with them.
All right, now show me this freediving bag over here. I have a freediving bag, but this one looks way cooler than my freediving bag. Check this out.
There's a lot of freedive bags out there. There's some similar ones, but I like to like kind of tweak things the way I like them, and I made it a little heavy duty.
Look at that graphic, guys. That is so
cool.
Yeah, very cool for us South Florida guys, right?
It's metallic out in the sun. It's pretty neat, you know, when you see it.
Man.
But what's really cool is what's inside here. Some changes from your typical bag. Now you could travel with this. You could fold up 3-4 lobster nets, because mine fold in here. That's why I have it. They're long fin bags, so you can fit long fins. This is actually a cooler material too. If you wanted, you could throw some ice and some drinks in here and go out to the beach and snorkel. I use this for mask in my dry storage.
Okay, so if I speared some little snappers, I could throw some ice, stick them right in here, man. So this is a cooler and it's your gear bag and it looks really dope. That's nice.
And this is your wet side, so it drains at the bottom. Also has air flow through here, so your thing's dry, and tons of space. I mean, really nice zippers. I enhanced the zippers. And this is all very heavy duty material. Very nice stuff.
Very nice,
size.
very nice. Awesome. Okay, Vinny, dude, looks amazing. The products look awesome. I'm looking forward to using them out of the water. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you check out Life League gear, Lobster League gear. Vinny's an awesome guy and he's delivering us the coolest new products for diving. Thanks, bro.
Thank you so much, Joe.